Coach here, coming to you with another one of my favorite things to do, Vault reveal video. So it is June. We're in May, but June. It's coming out Sunday. Got a bunch of stuff here. You see it on the board. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So starting off here, we have some of the, I guess it's terrain crate flora. Some alien flora here. Not bad. Listen, terrain is extremely important for you to make your games look good. This could go on a dead zone board. I think this is one of those universal things. We can use them for everything. I do like this. I remember the Kickstarter came out, like you use this and you put stuff on it and stuff. This kind of looks like one of them traps, right? Like a kind of Venus flytrap. There's some cool stuff you throw on a base. I think that's a good idea. And I don't know if you're going to do some alien flora for Kings of War, which we are now into. That might work. So yeah, not too cool, not too bad. Very cool. All right, so let's go here to the Brocker Valkyries. These are the new sculpts. Brocker's on here. You got the biker on top. The other one with his burst pistol there. I think this is more of a firefight thing, although you can use it in dead zone. These are cool. I'll be honest with you, though, I do like the old Valkyrie bikes. I like that old model. That's the OG Valkyrie bike. I think I like those a lot. But these are cool, and it's good to flesh them out because I think I have 2 Valkyries, so now I can have a whole squad of them for firefight, or if I want to run 3 or 4 of them in dead zone, sky's the limit with it. So pretty cool. So far, so good right there. All right, so this is the Hunin Bounty Hunter. So, yeah, these are all models that we've had for a while. I don't know if they're teasing poor Andrew because, they are in the Rebs list. But I love the fact that, you have the sniper rifle here. He has the dual weapons here, the dual pistols here. They do have fire control, so you can use all your shooting weapons. It's a cool model. It's nice that it's one piece because I'll be honest with you, putting this guy together right here, putting the arms and then the wrists with it's just a nightmare. One piece models are the way to go, especially with a two-handed weapon. That's the truth right there. All right, we have Lauren Shard. Now, I think she's a girl. I don't know. I can't tell. No mustache. I don't know. I think it's a girl, Lauren Shard. I know some people refer to him as he and her as she. I don't know, but it's a cool model. It's a web exclusive. Yeah, it's good for your GCPS, and just to have here. Yeah, listen, more models, more better. All right, just keep printing. All right, so we have some Veer-myn accessories. We are calling them the Verman Creepers upgrade kit. All right, so you got your crowbar, your pliers there, some things. So stuff like this is good because you can kind of differentiate what you're doing. Say you wanted to make more creepers, you wanted one with the pistol, one with the crowbar, one with the scanner, one with the grenade, one with the pliers, and you got a vest there. So it's cool. This is one of those things where it's like, I have this is not for you if you're getting, let's say you're getting into Veer-myn, okay? You're gonna need some models to be able to add these accoutrements to it. All right, but if you want to make things look different, like the ray pistol and stuff, you can put this the ray pistol. You got the guy over here with the gas mask on. You can use that on the floor, on the base of some of your videos. You get one of the bigger models. Maybe throw a few of the guns. It's Ratkin. It's Veer-myn's head on the floor. I don't know if I would do that, but you can use this stuff and maybe make half a model, like dead on the floor or something like that, on the base and make it more thematic. I think this is stuff like that. And if you have extra stuff and you want to use this, by all means, it's a way to go. So yeah, some Veer-myn stuff there. Now this is a little something weird. So it says Champions Unit Bases Basilian. All right, so I don't know because I wasn't able to print it because at the time that I'm doing this, they haven't come out yet. And it doesn't give you the measurement. So I will click on here on another screen just to try to kind of check it out. And it doesn't say how big they are. Okay. So, I'm not sure how big they are. But I'm assuming that I guess these are troop sized. Maybe this is the regiment one or the horde one, or maybe this is troop, regiment, and horde. I don't really know. It's 3 different bases. I'll tell you, stuff like this, if you want to go quick, like you're speed painting or you just want to get the army on, I've been working on my Forces of the Abyss, okay? And I want to make them look good, but I don't want to take... I've been doing the foot soldiers or the fodder or whatever you want to do, the succubus, the lower abyssals, and I made some bases up, made custom bases and whatnot, and painting all those guys really, it's daunting. It really is daunting. So what you want to do is maybe print a few of these up and you have bases ready to go. So if you're doing a Basilian Army or Basilian Army or Basilian Army, you can maybe print these guys up, get them on the table a little quicker instead of making a base, which I think is a good option to have. All right, so I throw it in there. You never know, you need a quick base, you want to print this guy up, probably take an hour to print one of them out, print both of them up. I like to have I have a file cabinet, not a file cabinet, but like drawers, a bunch of drawers here with all bases. All right, so I have all Kings of War bases in it, and then I have one of those little things you put the screws in, and they're all different bases from different games. MCP, Legion, all my Mantic bases are together, and different bases that I printed up in the past that I didn't use. It's good to have tons of bases around, because it's like, okay, I got this model, I'm ready to go, I don't have anything to put it on, I gotta go print something. I suggest print a bunch of bases to have. Always have them on there. So, the old slaughter bases, that's really a good thing there. So, yeah, not bad. I like it. Looks pretty cool. Giving you enough room to put dudes on it. That's the most important thing. But once these are printed, maybe I'll do an update video just to see what they're all like. Also, I'm sure that a few of the guys out there who work on the Vault want to, like Clive, want to just maybe correct me a little bit in the comments below. I would appreciate that, because I love the feedback from you guys. I really do. And the interaction really makes me happy. All right, so now we got here something near and dear to my heart. Oh, Forces of the Abyss. Champions unit-based Forces of the Abyss. I got to tell you, so, there's another one in here. All right, we saw the Basilians. We saw the Forces of Nature, all right? I'm sorry, Forces of the Abyss. I really like these. I got to be honest with you. Where were you a month ago when I was doing my slow grow, Mantic? Where were you? All right, I'm going to blame you, Clive. But this is pretty awesome. The skulls here. We got the lava pit. Now, I did mine because Rob Fanouf, we were on a Countercharge podcast, and what he did was he kind of, he model shamed me. Yes, you did, Rob. You model shamed me. And he was like, oh, what are you going to do? And I said, oh, he says, are you going to do something, or are you going to just do it the old lava way? And I was like, oh, yeah, I was going to do that. Oh, yeah, because everybody does that. And he kind of shamed me into it. So I changed it around. So instead of red lava, I went with green. All right. I want to get them on the table. Quick. Maybe when I get a few armies done, then I can get to really figuratively going crazy with these. But I will be honest with you, these look freaking awesome. All right. I like them. I hope this is like the horde size. I hope this is the regiment size and the troop size. That would be great. I'm not sure. Or if it's 3 different bases. Let's say it's a troop size. You put 2 together. It becomes a regiment base. You put 4 of them together, it becomes a horde. Not a big deal. Throw some magnets on there, you can really make it work. All right. Or what I did was I just took a horde base and then I put the 2 regiments on there with a little blue tack. It works just as good. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. I like what it's shaping up to be. And then here we go. We have lesser earth elementals. I'm glad I'm getting a better picture here, because I wasn't sure. I originally was looking on it on my phone, and the pictures were small, so I didn't know if they were earth elementals or if they were the tree guys for the Forces of Nature. There's some moss and stuff here, but yeah, I'm digging it, because we do have a greater earth elemental, but we don't have these. So in the Vault, if we go back in time, we have the fire elementals, We got the air elementals, we have the water elementals, and all of them have their greater fire, greater earth, greater water, and greater fire elementals. Now I guess we're getting into the rocks, which is good because Andrew and Ryan are playing Forces of Nature. I am playing Dwarfs, which you could take these guys and the greater earth elemental. And that's one of the things we like with the King's Awards, the crossover of models and stuff. So I've been working on some stuff. And then it's like, hey, you know, you made this for your Dwarfs. Can we use it for Forces of Nature and vice versa? Works out great. I kind of like, I'll be honest with you, I like the crystals. All right, I understand that. I understand now that I'm reading Ben Stoddard's book. It's Pride of the King. Pride of the King. That's it. I couldn't get the first word. Pride of the King. And they summon the earth elementals up, and I really like that. But I do like this kind of the vines and stuff in here, kind of a man thingish. Okay, now I don't know if they're all one piece. They look like two piece, you know, like one piece here in the arms, but we'll have to wait till it actually comes out on the first for this. But you know, you have like a tree growing out here. Maybe throw some you know, this would actually be cool with the tree, you know, the branch coming out here. You could throw some expand it a little bit and put some shrubbery on it and really make it look like something from Forces of Nature. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the vault for this month. All right, so I do, you know, the bikers are good. The Rin here, you got some terrain stuff. Veer-myn here, the bases, and Lauren Shard. I will say this is the first month. It seems like there's not as much because when I look at the file list, okay, I'll show you that, guys. When you come here, this is usually you got to scroll. A lot of stuff here, but not as much as in the past. So, like I said, though, I went through the whole list. You said there's a lot of good stuff in here. Like the Rin Hun Bounty Hunter is good to have because you can't get those models anywhere else. Because, as Andrew said ad nauseum about the Rebs not being on the website, it's good. The Rocker Riders are something new. I do, like I said, I do like the old one. You know, so if you get your hand, if you get your hands on that one, that'd be great. The bases are pretty cool. You know, it's good to have this because you never know. And like I said, bases are important. Quick tip from Coach. Just print up a bunch of these that you'll have them just in case. Just in case you have them. All right? And you can print them up and you paint them up anyway. Even you maybe throw some other armies on there because I know it says Forces of the Abyss, but you could probably use it for the Abyssal Dwarves also. All of the bases could probably be used for that. And you know, any kind of demon army, whatever, you know, something like that. The, you know, all the evil armies can use these guys here with the skulls and whatnot, which I actually got a better look at them right now, and I really, really do like the way these guys look. So, yeah, I mean, you know, the vault has been good. I mean, you know, I'm not exactly sure. It's like $13 a month with the companion app, which I use all the time. I'm sitting on the can. I make lists and stuff. But you'd probably pay, you know, I think a third of that for the elementals. For the elementals right there. You know, you get yourself a good resin. I will say I've been using the ABS like ABS resin, water washable. I like the water washable because I know it's toxic and everything. I take the precautions, but you want to less toxic the better. And you know, you say you would just buy those outright, but if you get them and print them, and you print up like, I don't know, 9 of them, you'll probably still be ahead of the game because a bottle of resin costs anywhere from $20 to $30 US, and then I'm not even sure how much these guys cost, so don't quote me, but it's a good deal to have. And I can make, let's say I go crazy, I want to really hobby it up, and I do the Force of Nature, say snow, and I print these guys up in like gray rocks and put snow on them instead of moss and stuff. You could do that, and then you could have one there, and then maybe you could do something like in a desert, Forces of Nature from the desert, who knows. It's able to make that choice to print it and do it instead of having to buy another unit, try it out, and then it sits on the shelf, you'll never use it. So this is a good way to motivate you to do that. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you're with me. I love doing these Vault videos. I love 3D printing. It's really become another staple of the hobby. It's almost like when I started airbrushing, and it was just something exciting to do. I really, really enjoy this. Thank you for sticking with me. Do me a favor, throw some comments below. Tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're printing on, what resin you're using. Let's get this going. Also, our Discord server has a lot of great guys in there talking about stuff. You just gotta get involved, man, and we'd love to talk to you guys. But without further ado, thank you very much. I appreciate you sticking with me, and check out our links below to all the cool stuff. I will see you in the next one. I'll see you next month. Stay tuned. We got a lot more videos coming out. Take care.